Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. This one might turn out to be a bit longer than others because I want to introduce you to another chemical that we got with the GlassGuard glass stain remover, which I used in the last video. This one is the GlassGuard Miracle Mold Remover Gel. According to the reviews on their website, it works fantastically all the way from 20 minutes to 5 hours. As you guys know, I have intentionally let the silicone in my shower mold. That way we can test and learn how to remove mold from silicone. I do have one more recommendation from one of my clients, one of my regulars, which hopefully should work pretty well as well, but I'm going to grab that and test that another time. This one is all about the GlassGuard Miracle Mold Remover Gel. So let's get you guys onto the ground here and we'll follow through with all of the recommendations of the mold remover gel. Alright everyone, before I put you on the ground, I just want to remind you of the state of the silicone. So underneath here you can see all of that. You can see over here as well. There is some mold in the silicone underneath the drain over there. And little bits over here. Alrighty, so the first instruction of the GlassGuard is to clean and dry the surface. As you can see, it's not currently clean and it is not dry. So I'm going to give this a general clean and I'll see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, so now that is clean, that part is a bit that's stuck on, so that might as well get tested as well. We've got all the way over here cleaned. It looks better already. All that hair that was bunched up there is done as well. And underneath here it looks a lot better as well. So the next step on this is to shake the tube for 10 to 20 seconds, attach the nozzle and apply the gel evenly. Secure the cap on tightly after use. So let's rip this open. Also, this entire 300 milliliter tube cost about $35, so it is quite expensive. I'm starting to shake it. Alright, that's been about 20 seconds. That fell down. Alright, now that that is open, we're going to attach the nozzle, which is on. Then we're going to apply it pretty evenly. This nozzle is very thin, so I'm going to move you guys out of the way here. And we're just going to spread it all the way across. I'm going to get off the wall here too. Alright, I don't know if that gel's coming through for you guys. I'll put a little extra on so you guys can see it. We have the gel over here as well, and up on the wall. And we get under here. The most overlooked area in most showers. Even real estate sometimes miss that. Now I've turned you guys around without disturbing any of the gel. Get over here. This will tell us how it goes on aluminium as well. And we will get over this side as well. Move you guys one more time and you should be the last. Don't know how that's coming through. Sign through the side here, but I'm going to just pour that all the way over here. See a little gap there. I'm seeing some stuff under the shower door. There we go. So now that's all on, I'm going to wipe the nozzle tip, get all the excess off, and put this lid back on tightly. Alright, the next thing that is on the instructions Secure the cap tightly on the tube after use and leave for 3 to 5 hours. So I'm going to pop in about 20 minutes, because that's one thing that the review said, was it only takes 20 minutes. If there's any change, I will see you guys then. If not, I will see you guys in about 5 hours. Editing Tim here, sorry for the interjection, but this scene was just way too shaky. I was in a bit of a rush to get to a meeting, and I didn't use the tripod, and it was just way too shaky. It could have caused an epileptic fit, so I've opted just to stop it at this scene where you can see the main parts of the mold and talk through it in editing. So as you can see, from this corner all the way over here, all the way across, it's starting to work, but it's nowhere near done yet. And this clip was from about 10 minutes after that last one. I head off to a meeting and I come back about 2 hours later. So let's get to that part and I will see you guys there. Alright, look at the difference this has made. You can see this part over here, I didn't put anything where the drain was. And that part over there is just shadow from the gel itself. The mold is gone. And I can actually see what's happened with the part over here. I might get a little bit of the gel and put it there, because there is a small gap there. But the stuff next to the drain is not fully gone either. Alright, there is plenty of it now there. I'm going to wipe this off and we'll leave that for another couple hours and do some other stuff while I'm at it. And then I will catch you guys when this is fully done. So there won't be any time left, so I've got a couple of things to do. This will take a couple of hours, but look at how much better that is. Alright, so according to the instructions, this gel should be hardened, and you wipe it off with either a damp cloth or with gloved hands. But that is not hardened at all. Probably put it on a little too thick, but let's just wipe it off with the damp cloth. So I put way too much on, we can clearly see that. Look at that difference there. Just look at this difference though. Alright, now that the other one has wiped away the bulk, we're going to grab a new, clean damp cloth and wipe it down again. So I'm going to say I am quite happy with how that turned out. Look at all this. The only spotted mold at all done is that part there, which at the 2-hour mark I realised I had left a gap there. So the parts that were covered properly have all cleared up completely.
Now, I have to say that really came off far better than I was expecting. It made it really quite nice, white and clean, and needless to say, the GlassGuard Miracle Mold Removal Gel is now part of our deep clean and our end of lease cleaning kits. And if you want to see more of these chemical testing videos, maybe get some pro tips, have a bit of fun with some chemical riddles, or just get some not so common knowledge or fun facts on some chemicals, consider subscribing or following us on our other socials, links in the description. It's free, and you'll have a say on what we test next, so it's kind of a no-brainer.